every movie I watched this summer, every movie I watched this summer, every movie I watched this summer, pretty much, as according to my letterboxd, which at the beginning of the summer, I have to admit, I did not exactly know how it worked. And there's a couple that I think I did posthumously. Anyway, oh yeah, this is every movie I watched. I watched a lot of movies, guys. I watched way too many movies, like probably like 1 to 2 movies a day. Like that's kind of the average we're looking at right now. This will be a good challenge to see as well how much I retain. On June 7th, I watched The American Friend by Wim Wenders, Bruno Ganz, Dennis Hopper. Did I say Hooper? Fuck. This is a great movie. It's just awesome. It's awesome. I don't know what to say. It's beautiful. Like people talk about Wim Wenders and colors all the time, but it's just amazing how much the color elevates this film. Like how it just creates such an emotional atmosphere to what would otherwise be a pretty cold film. It's impressive. It's amazing. It's brilliant work. I gave it a 4. Oh man, if I spend this long on every single one. On June 8th, I watched Train to Busan. This was a rewatch for me. I watched it years ago and loved it, and on rewatch, I love it just as much. It's just so dramatic and emotional and beautiful. This movie does it perfectly. It's just all the music and all the editing, and it's just so impactful. And it really, I think, highlights the real sadness of a zombie movie, as well as being a crazy good action and suspense film as well. Anyway, that's a 5 stars for me. But on June 8th, I watched The Perfection. It's the girl from Girls. Man, this movie was really crazy. Like there's a scene at the beginning of this movie that is like so freaky and like scary and kind of horrifying in a way that I think is very rare. These two American girls are on a bus in China, just going through like rural China, and everyone, like, nobody on the bus speaks English. They don't know how to communicate to anyone, and they're just trusting that they're on this bus. And this one girl starts getting sicker and sicker and sicker, and people are, the failure to communicate, the stakes of what happens if these people turn on you, what happens if you have to do something else. You don't know where you are, you don't know how to get out of here, and you're shitting yourself. Like there's a shitting yourself scene, and it's so bad. She's literally like, no, I'm gonna shit myself, no. And it's like, it's actually it's so scary. uh that scene's great, and then the rest of the movie is like really bad. Like it's just so tone deaf, about topics that it just does not do well, and it's gross. I really don't like it, but that one scene is so cool. I just wish that was the movie. I wish there was more of that. Anyway, that was a 1.5 stars, mostly because of that one scene. Next, I See You. This is a movie about frogging, which is when people go and just live in your house. This one's really bad just because it, like, at no point are things presented in a way that make them more dramatic. It's almost as if it happens in the most boring way possible. They just tell you everything. They just tell you everything. Also, there's like such cringe bits about the frogging and being like, oh yeah, it's so bad. I gave it a 1.5. I guess I was feeling kind of generous. I don't know, man. Next, Life, which is the 2017 film with Rebecca Ferguson and I think Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah, and Ryan Reynolds, where Ryan Reynolds dies like at the beginning. It was good for a bit in the beginning, and then it was just the same thing forever. And then like there's a like the twist at the end is it's like, oh god, it happened, but it's like, who cares, you know? I don't know. I just didn't. It didn't work for me. I gave it 1 star. Next was Presence. This one was really interesting. It's shot from the perspective of a ghost in a house, and like this family moves in, and the ghost is like wandering around and like trying to figure out its place. And so there's like this weird voyeuristic element. There's this weird. It's not really a horror movie. It kind of becomes one towards the end, but I don't know. I just there's some really nice intimate moments that I really felt. I don't know. I just really bought the way that they were presented and the way I like the way that the movie kind of passed through time. there's some things that I think were a little bit over the top at moments. I just think the like serial killer, yeah, I don't know. It just didn't. That was weird, and I don't know why that had to be in the movie. In the way that it was, I gave that 4 stars, which again it feels generous now looking back. Oh my god, June 10th, Identity. This is that movie with John Cusack. Oh my gosh, this movie is so weird. Like I kind of like it because it's just like crazy, but like it's bad. Like it's not. There's something appealing about just the aesthetic of it, but yeah, it's kind of absurd. I gave it 2 stars. Next, I watched The Boogeyman. Yeah, I said this was the Babadook if there was no metaphor. Um, there's a couple of Babadook types in this list. That was I gave that 2.5. Wow. Okay, hey, nice. Next, I watched Speak No Evil. This is the one with James McAvoy and Scoot McNairy. James McAvoy, he's believably belligerent. Like he really seems like a belligerent, drunk weirdo British guy. And yeah, it's good. It's a good concept. Yeah, it worked. 3.5 stars. I gave it. Oh, I saw Men. This one was crazy, man. I don't. I liked it just because it was like kind of bizarre. I think it kept kind of the suspense of. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like movies lose the suspense by they showing the bad guys too much too fast. But this one I feel like really kept that air to it the whole time. 4 stars I gave it. Next, I rewatched the SpongeBob SquarePants movie from 2004. Man, this movie's so good. It's amazing how they're able to create some really cinematic sequences while not veering away from the art style of the television series. And I think that's so brilliant and like hard to pull off. And it's just funny and it's weird and there's good stakes. Like it's scary at times. Yeah, I really like this movie. 5 stars, man. It's really good. It holds up. Next, I watched Nosferatu. Um, I liked it. I gave it 4 stars. Next, I watched Wolfman. I don't know. I guess I was on the classic reboot train. Wolfman was pretty shit. It was just so the same thing for so long. But I liked when we were seeing his like dog vision. I thought that was cool. That was 2 stars for me. Next, I rewatched The Witch because of Nosferatu. I wanted to be like, okay, so what? How does that compare to The Witch? And I do like The Witch more. I think it's great. It's just it's well done. I gave it 4 stars, man. Next, I rewatched The Gift. Oh yeah, this is the Joel Edgerton and Jason Bateman one. This one's kind of freaky. It's crazy. Like there's some really bizarre and like weird implications throughout a lot of this that are I don't know. I gave it 3.5 stars. I think it was unsettling in a lot of ways, which I feel like is what a horror movie thriller should be. Next, I watched Death Becomes Her. I really didn't like it. I just yeah I don't know. I just felt mean. Felt mean. It felt mean. I gave it 2 stars. Next, I watched Half Baked, the Dave Chappelle movie. Man, this one's awesome.
What part of Jamaica? Right near the beach, boy.
I gave it 4 stars. Next, I watched Midsummer. I watched this in theaters for the first time long ago. I gave it 4.5 stars on a rewatch. I honestly think I'd give it 4, but like it's cool. Like there's some crazy visuals. There's some crazy shit happening in it. In that Ari Aster way, kind of leering, like leering in on oneself that I find pretty cool. All right, that is June. That's the end of June, baby. That's the end of June. I'm gonna split these up into months. Maybe July 1st. I ranked 28 Days Later. I rewatched this one because I watched it a long time ago. I like it. There's some really cool stuff in it. It gets a little bit excessive, and like I give it 3.5 stars. There's some great stuff. There's some really great sequences. Next, I watched Ocean's 11 as a rewatch as well. I gave it 3.5 stars as well. It's just a cool movie. Nothing more to say. Next, I watched The Phoenician Scheme. I saw this in the theater. and it was awesome. I really, really enjoyed it. I really like that Wes Anderson has kind of gone into these more epic tales and these weird little stories and like kind of mythoses. I think it's really welcome, and it's just cool to see what he can do with the budget. And Michael Cera was amazing in this, and Benicio del Toro was amazing in this. I really liked it. It was really good. I gave it a 5 stars. Next, I watched Cape Fear. Oh my gosh, this movie was crazy. I like this is a Scorsese horror movie. It's insane. Robert De Niro is like this. Oh my gosh, it's so scary and so like thrilling and like freaky and like really unnerving. Like the stuff that like, oh my god, it's horrible. It's just horrible. Like not for the faint of heart for sure. Like super like check trigger warnings and stuff for that one, because I could see that being very upsetting to the wrong person. And like so many iconic sequences too. Robert De Niro smoking a cigar in the theater and laughing. Next, I saw Eddington in the theater. This movie gave me like a panic attack, I swear to God. There were these two old guys, and they were just talking the whole time. They were just like, oh, that's no good. And they were like, oh, that's quite the fellow there. You know, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Shut up. And at one point, someone was like, shut up. They didn't really after that, but no one said anything. Oh, and someone else went, mm hmm. It was awesome. It was great. It was so it was scary. Like it is a horror movie, and then a lot of people like this is reality for some people. You know, Yee. That's so freaky, man. And it's just like yeah, social media is fucked up, man. Like oh yikes! I gave it 5 stars just because I've thought about it so much since watching it. Next, I watched It Follows for the first time, and I liked it. I thought it was cool. Maybe it's just because there's been so much hype for it that I maybe was a little underwhelmed. But that's not really its fault. Love the soundtrack, obviously. 3.5 stars. Next, I watched Night Swim. I gave this 1 star. I'm amazed I even gave it a star. Dude, what? This movie was about nothing. Like, it's about a pool. So you think, okay, maybe the people that are the victims of it, they're like a professional swimmer, or like they're trying to do the swim meet or something. But no, it's about a baseball player. It's nothing. Yeah, 1 star. Fuck that shit. Next, I watched Fantastic Four: The First Steps.
Okay.
I liked it. I wish that they hadn't just sheared Natasha Lyonne and Ben Grimm from the movie. Like their whole plot line was not present, and there was just so much that I felt like could have been trimmed on. I was like, man, why do we have to lose that? Like that, I don't know. I'm a thing head, so that's it for me. I give it 3 stars.
Okay.
Next, I watched Carrie for the first time. The original Carrie, really good, really scary, and just like horrible, but effectively scary and cool. Some really cool moments. I have 4 stars. Next, I watched Drive Away Dolls. This is the Ethan Coen movie with Margaret Qualley. Yeah, not much to say about it. It was just fun. It was an enjoyable flick. 3 stars. Next, I watched Blink Twice. This is the Zoe Kravitz one with Channing Tatum. Yeah, I mean I gave it 3 stars as well. Honestly, that feels high. I don't know. Something about it just didn't feel quite right to me. And I gave it 3 stars. Next, I watched Buffalo 66. Vince Gallows. Yeah, it was pretty good. Like it was weird and sad. Like yeah, like brutally. I don't know if honest is the right word, but like brutally like open. Like you could see regardless of what was being told, the truth was so clear. Yeah, I give it 4 stars. It's weird, man. It's weird. I don't know what to think about it. Next, I watched Love Lies Bleeding. This was awesome, dude. Like, this is crazy. Yeah, yeah. This one's really fun. This is so like an 80s like Roadhouse style like action movie. Like yeah, pseudo action movie. It was so fun. Recommend. I gave it 4 stars. It was really cool. Oh, next I watched 5G: The Reckoning on Amazon Prime, of course, where only the best things are. Man, this movie was so poo. I mean, it's just like obviously it's so poo. It's so poo. I honestly I could like talk about it for a long time. I could go really in depth. about how bad it is, but it's just like literally what's the point? It's called 5G The Reckoning. There's nothing else you need to know. Next, I rewatched Suspiria, which I originally saw in theaters and then I watched it again. Originally, I gave it like a 3.5 stars, and on rewatch, I gave it a 3.5 stars as well. But honestly, I don't know if I feel that way. I think it could be a little lower. I think it could be a 3 or a 2.5 even. It's got qualities to it. Like it's got likable elements. I don't know if I really actually like any of it. There's a few moments that are cool. I just don't know how much I actually. I don't know. Maybe I just don't get it. Maybe I just don't get it. All right, that's July. That's fucking July. Okay, we flew through July. We're on to August. August. First thing I watched in August was The Lobster. It was good. It was really good. It was really out there, but also like the cinematography and the acting and it's just cool to see something like this on that scale. I give it 5 stars. I really liked it. Okay, next I watched Hell House LLC, which is a horrible one to say. Hell House LLC. I gave it 3.5 stars. This one kind of surprised me. I never really heard about it, but I saw it recommended on like something. I was like, okay, sure, I'll watch it. And it's like a pretty good found footage. I really like the fact that because it's about people that run haunted houses, and they're doing a documentary about setting up a haunted house, they are able to walk through these horrible things and see these awful things happening and kind of be able to be like, oh, why is that there? Because they're used to these haunted things. And I thought that was really cool because it created a really good element of suspense for the audience because it's like, oh, is that something to be worried about or is it not? Like, what is real, what isn't? And then there's a few moments as it goes on. I mean, it does that thing that I hate in any horror, but like found footage, it just plagues it, where like something jumps at the camera and it goes and it all gets all glitchy. Like, who needs all that, man? I don't need, like, honestly, it would be so much scarier if it just like cut to black or like cut to like it falling off and like getting all muffled or something. Like those things would be so much. It should linger in those things. It shouldn't just like I don't know. That's something. And there's also a scene where a guy's just like, I'm going to leave tomorrow. And then he sets his camera down and like makes it record him while he's sleeping. And then he gets up and like grabs the camera. It's like, what is going on? Why are you doing that? That's so weird. 3.5 stars. Because there was some good stuff. Next I watched Ricky O, the story of Ricky. Bing, 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 bing. This one's good. Oh my god. It's so funny. It's so weird. It's so cool. I realized it was based off a manga after a while, and I was like, that really makes sense. Oh my gosh. And the English dub is so funny. Watch it. 4 stars.
The warden of any prison has to be the very best in Kung Fu. Now see for yourself.
Next I watched Felix the Cat, the movie. I swear I watched this movie when I was a kid, but I actually can't remember it at all because I was watching this, and I just didn't remember any of it. So maybe I watched the wrong movie. Dude, this one, I did not like this. There's just something weird about it. I don't know. I give it 2 stars. Like, the animation has its qualities, and, like, it's just weird. Oh, I don't know, it pissed me off. To say about Felix the Cat, the movie. Yeah, it pissed me off. Next I watched Dahmer with Jeremy Renner. I thought this was going to be really bad when I saw the poster for it. There was stuff in it that I kind of liked. I don't know, Jeremy Renner was actually pretty good in it because he was like convincingly really weird and awkward. I don't know. This is one of those ones that I think would be a lot better if it wasn't about Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, I think if this was just like if this was like the house that Jack built, it was just like about some unknown serial killer, like some fictional serial killer, I think it would be so much more interesting because you wouldn't know, like you wouldn't have the fact that he is this guy in your mind the whole time. Anyway, I gave it 2.5. It was okay. Next I watched Casino, Scorsese, De Niro, Pesci, Sharon Stone. It was good. 3 stars. I don't know. It wasn't my fave. Next I watched Roadhouse with Swayze. It's pretty cool. I don't know. It wasn't my favorite. Like, I mean, this is after I watched Ricky O. So, like, Roadhouse doesn't quite do it for me after that. But I give it 2.5. There's some really it's very charming.
Just what I thought. This roadhouse is mine.
And then I watched Roadhouse 2024. I gave it a half star. Just what I thought. This Roadhouse is mine. It's just, oh man, yeah, less said the better. Then I watched Tank Girl. This was great. I really like this. I think it does suffer from some of the production stuff. Like, it does shine through in the fact that it just doesn't all the movie doesn't feel like a holistic piece. It feels like there's something missing. But it's good. Like, there's so much fun in it. So much strangeness. And yeah, I just really, it's amazing that this movie is made and that it's able to be what it is. I just wish it got to be what it could be. Then I watched The Monkey. This is the Osgood Perkins. Oh, something else that didn't show up here, but I am remembering now, and I should say, is I watched Longlegs at one point. That was fine. I honestly, I was underwhelmed by it. I didn't think it was that crazy. It was really scary at the beginning. I think it had a really good suspense off the top, like when she's just sitting in her dark house by herself in this dark field. It's so freaky. But then it just kind of, I don't know, they show Longlegs so much. I don't think they need to show that much Longlegs. And then at the end, it just becomes kind of a slog. I think I gave it like a 2.5, 3 stars, something like that. Anyways, then I watched The Monkey, Osgood Perkins. I really didn't like this one. I just didn't think it worked. It just didn't go far enough in either direction. Like, either go full Final Destination or do something else. Like, I don't know. I did not enjoy. Then I watched Superman Returns. Oh my gosh, this movie was really weird. I mean, like, the Bryan Singer Kevin Spacey combo already is like bad news. Like, that's so freaky, and that's such like bad juju to be putting on this movie. I have to say, Brandon Routh, I kind of liked him as like a Superman Clark Kent character, but I just didn't think the movie was made for that version of Superman. It just didn't feel right. It felt strange. Also, just the fact that it's like, wait, so Superman and Lois fucked, but they didn't know that they would, like, that's crazy, man. And then the fact that it was like half a sequel, half not a sequel to the original Superman with Christopher Reeve, like, it was just confused. Like, I felt like I was missing pieces of the pie that I was watching the second film of a first film that doesn't exist. I mean, it's literally called Superman Returns. From what? Yeah, I don't know. And also, yeah, this is what I said on Letterboxd. I said, this movie sucks. Anything good I have to say is overshadowed by the fact it is 90% scene transitions. That is so true. So much of this movie is just the Superman theme song and, like, a scene transition of, like, something happening. It's so stupid. Next, I watched the other two Hell House movies, the Hell House LLC 2, The Abaddon Hotel, and Hell House LLC 3, Lake of Fire. Yikes, the drop-off is huge. They must not have ever thought about making a sequel or, like, what that would look like in the world before the first one happened. And so there's no direction really to it, and it's just kind of weird, and yeah, it's really bad. The second one is so bad. Just the acting and everything in it is just so bad. It's weird. It's weird how bad it is. I gave it a half a star. And then I watched the Lake of Fire, and it was a little bit better, but like, it's just not good. It just fell into every trap that the first one was able to avoid. Then I watched The Dead Don't Die. I didn't really like. I just felt like it was kind of boring. Jim Jarmusch. It has like everyone in it. Like, that's the tagline is, it's like, it's the best cast for a zombie movie ever. And it would be if it was like a good zombie movie. There's very few good moments in this movie. A lot of it's just people being like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? Oh no. Like, just very earnest. It's just kind of sad, but not, and like, it just doesn't satisfy me in any way as a viewer. I watched War of the Worlds. Oh my gosh, this was, I couldn't finish it. Like, it was so unbearable to watch. Oh, just the movement of it was so bad. Everything was so forced. I was just like, man, this could be interesting. Like, there's a really cool concept here that is just being so let down by budget. It feels like it feels like they're putting so much budget into something that should be so cheap. Yeah, half star. Terrible. Next I watched Grave Encounters. This one started really interesting. I was almost like really into it for the first bit as it was like showing these like this ghost show, and then it just fell off and it became so unbelievable and so just not scary. Like the effects were so bad. And I hate to say that. Like I hate to say that it just had bad effects, but it did. Like the bad effects really ruined the movie. It was so bad and it just became so boring after that. Half star. It just fell off. Next, I watched Black Box. I like this. I thought it was actually pretty cool. There were some really cool moments. I thought the performance was really good. Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was good. I was looking at the reviews, and a lot of people were comparing it to Black Mirror or Get Out, and I feel like when you compare it to those movies, yeah, it's not as good, but I don't think it necessarily warrants all of that comparison, you know? But what do I know? I give it 3 stars. Next, I rewatched The Conjuring. I give this 2.5 stars. Man, I really don't like it. Like, I understand why people like it a little, but just the cameras just moving all over the place, and it's trying to replicate this like 70s aesthetic and like as if it's a film from the 70s, but every other shot it's like moving around like this the whole time, and it's like, what movie from the 70s is on handheld? So bad. Yeah, I didn't like it. Didn't like it. Next, I watched The Guyver. This was it wasn't good. I was hoping it'd be better, but I mean, like, there's cool suits, but like one of them's like really racist. There's a really epic scene where Mark Hamill turns into a bug. But other than that, I don't know. I did not enjoy. It was a 2 star.
Sean, you've got to help. It's too late for me. Oh, don't let them get away with it. Max.
Next, I watched The Vampire's Kiss, which is the movie with Nicolas Cage, where he's like supposedly giving the most insane performance of his career.
I'm a vampire! 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 I'm a vampire!
I really liked this movie. I really liked it. It was so good. It was like so much better than American Psycho in such a crazy way. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Like I just have to recommend it. Like it's so crazy. Like I can't really even put into words. Man, 5 stars. Only 5s I've given out. Like what's the last 5 I gave? The Lobster. Beginning and end of August. What a twist. Okay, the most recent film I watched was The Woman in the Yard, which I think just came out on Prime, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I liked this movie. I really liked what I thought it was gonna go at the beginning because it was setting up this really anxious kind of world for this character where she just feels like there's eyes on her at all times and she's never doing the right thing and she's in pain, and it's like it's a horrible like panopticon of her life. um and you think that like the it's going to be about that. The first time when there's a woman in the yard, I don't know, because I was kind of getting into that headspace, I was like, oh my god, that's the last thing you want to see, is someone coming to like give you a bill or ask for you for money because you owe them money. Like that's such a real, like I don't know, I just really tickled a real fear of mine, and I was really excited to see where that would go. But then it ended up Babadooking. It just ended up being another Babadook, like literally Babadook at the end, like the same. Like I'm pretty sure she says like almost the exact same line where she's like, "It's not gone, but we can work with it," like something like that. Like I don't know. It was disappointing. I really was excited to see where it would go, and it just didn't hit. And that's all the movies I've seen this summer so far. Because for me, summer never ends. If you watched all of this, what the fuck is wrong with you? If you liked it, you're crazy, man. Like the video then, I guess. I don't know. Subscribe. Pretty please. Wait, please. What? Doesn't like my eyes.